It's really good. This is actually based on the work of a really smart dude named David C. Baker and his book that came out a couple of years ago called The Business of Expertise. And one of the things that he really rails against, and he has this analogy of a house with two rooms. And the first room in the house is here, and we can call this the strategy room. Strategy or advisory.
I knew you were going here, David. I wrote strategy door and
well, there you go. And this is the tactical, right, or doer door. And he says, even if you have both kinds of offers, you have advisory services and you have I will do your thing services. So really, this is the way to talk about these, or the way to think about these is on this side, we got big brains for hire. And the best way to talk about the tactical side is make me a thing. Make me a thing, or, you know, the D word, which is deliverables. So make me a thing. And there's a big danger here because your house has two doors, right? There's the door into the strategy room. There's the door into the tactical doer room. And there's also a connecting door between these two rooms. And what's really, really, really important is that we do not screw this up and avoid at all costs going in to this door first. Because when you go into this door first, this is where we have words like vendor. This is where we have words like RFP. This is where we have words like, peddler. This is where we have words like commodity. And I really hate all of these words. I really hate the word vendor. RFPs is a game that is designed so that you lose. Peddler, you never want to be seen as a peddler because peddlers are commoditized. And then, you're also getting onto the spreadsheet. So the spreadsheet vendors, who's got what? Let's make 6 columns because we're talking to 6 vendors. Let's look at the row that says price. And what's the lowest number in that row? Awesome. That is going to be our new provider. So this is in the world of the spreadsheet. So the analogy that I use is, let's say that you are a really masterful, strategic HR consultant, truly. And people practices and corporate culture and all of these different things is your purview. So if you were doing this right, you would come in the strategy door and say, I'm a fabulous HR consultant. You want to revamp your culture. You want to revamp your people practices. That is totally amazing. We're going to work with your C-suite. We're going to work with your senior leadership team. We're going to work with your mid-level managers, your frontline managers. It's going to be this beautiful 18-month strategic HR transformation program, and you are going to love it. And this lives in the world of strategic transformation, organization-wide, return on investment, trajectory of the company or department or firm. This is big picture stuff, right? This is generally sold to senior leadership. And this is where all of your 6-figure deals are going to live. So there you are. You sold the deal. It's $150,000 bazillion, and you are now in the house. And they love you, by the way. They love you to pieces. They're like, this is so great. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. This is so fantastic. 6 months into this 18-month deal, they say, hey, Pete, hey, Lisa, hey, Jeff, you are so awesome at this. I realize in our work together, I realized that our HR manual, our employee handbook is massively, massively out of date. Could you rewrite or revise our employee handbook so that it's in line with this new strategic direction, leadership ethos, culture, etc.? In other words, they're inviting you, could you make me a thing, which is the HR manual. 2 choices that you have at this point. Choice number one, I really don't do that, but let me refer you to someone awesome and amazing. So you have a MMR, a money-making relationship with someone who is a fantastic employee handbook, HR manual reviser. And you can either make that a referral, just a clean referral with no money changing hands. You can have a pre-written arrangement with that person that says, hey, I'm going to refer you some work and you give me 10%. You can bring that person in as a subcontractor and say, I don't do that, but I do have someone on my team or someone that I work with that can do that for you. So according to David C. Baker and according to me, that is 100% fine. And your choices are, yes, subcontract, no. All of those are good answers. I don't care. All of those are, yes, I can do it. It's an extra 25K. I'll subcontract it. It's an extra 25K to which you pay the person 10 and you make $15,000 profit. Or no, we don't do that. Love you like a brother. Not going to happen. So yes, subcontract or no. I want you to think about this equation going in the other direction. So now we're living in this alternate universe. The alternate universe is, hey, we need an HR manual. Susie Cream Cheese, could you go out and just find a whole bunch of people that can write an HR manual? Go on LinkedIn, go on Fiverr, go on Upwork. I don't care where you look. Just find some people that can create our new HR manual. Call up our local SHRM chapter, see if there's a couple clowns in there that can do it for a few $100. Vendor, RFP, peddler, commodity. They're going in the spreadsheet. Let's say you land the deal. And let's say you land the deal and it's not even peanuts. It's like, hey, can you rewrite our HR employee manual? Sure I can. I'm going to come in and I'm going to charge you, I don't know, pick a number, 5K, 10K, whatever it is. Now, we already talked about, we have this amazing high trust, high respect, high fee resource on this side of the house. They will sometimes be asked to do the project work. What do you feel, honestly, in your heart and bones, what do you feel are the chances that the nice little HR fellow who's being paid 5 or 10K to rewrite this little employee handbook, what are the chances of the CEO or the VP or anyone else asking this person, hey, great job on the HR manual. Could you come in and do our 3-year HR strategy, culture, leadership, organization transformation program because you did such an awesome job on this little HR manual for 5K or 10K? Probably not going to happen. Probably not going to happen. All the oxygen in this room could theoretically be sucked up into that upper left corner, leaving me to suffocate here at my computer. That literally there is a statistical chance that that could happen, but it is very, very, very small. And the similar, very, very small number is the HR guy being asked to come in and do the $150,000 project. So if you're after this kind of work, and not everybody is, but I think everyone on this call is, if you're after this kind of work, do not be tempted to say, well, let me get, because here's what I hear people say. Well, it's a foot in the door. It's let me at least show them how awesome I am. Let me at least come in with something small and low risk. Because the moment you do that, you cannot escape the positioning of vendor, RFP, peddler, commodity, spreadsheet, consultant, right? You literally cannot escape. So this is big brains. And really the equivalent over here is this is brawn, right? This is one step above intelligent grunt work. Intelligent grunt work. Make me a thing. Make me a thing is not a position of authority. It is not a position of expertise. It is not a position of high trust and high relationship. So that's the final thing I'll say about this. I see, Lisa, your hand is up, so give me one more moment. Really, this lives in the world of relationship, and this lives in the world of transaction. So the chances of you inviting a transactional resource into a long-term, very important, very high-profile relationship is close to zero. It's close to zero. The chances, on the other hand, of you having an amazing relationship and them asking you, hey, can you help us with this little project, this little deliverable, this manual, this documentation, this type of project, Hey, Pete, we're redesigning our website. Could you lend some insight? Absolutely. Is Pete going to go into the website business? He is not. Pete probably has either a subcontractor or a partner, a referral partner, who builds amazing, fantastic B2B websites for mid-market to large companies. He doesn't want to be seen as the website guy when over here he's seen as the growth partner. So the advice is, this door is cool. Going over here, your choice. You don't have to say yes. You can say yes, subcontract it, or no thanks, not my jam. But coming in here and hoping against all hope to cross that door, very, very low chance of success.